saying that I waste my time, that I waste my time. I don't wanna tell you, I know if you care. Repeating my mind, rolling around, stuck in your bed, burning temptation.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I am sharing my family's journey to financial freedom on this channel. If you're interested in financial videos, please hit that subscribe button and become a part of my YouTube family. So, how are you guys doing? I told myself I was gonna make this a really upbeat video, but I don't know. I'm having a really tough week, and I just wanted to be honest with you guys about it because I feel like it's so, like, I wanted to come on here and just act like I was having a great week and that everything was good. And honestly, it's just not like that right now. And I know that all of you guys can probably relate to that. You probably have your own bad weeks and things like that. There's just some drama going on with my husband's job, and I'm not going to go into it because I don't really talk about my husband's like work or anything on this channel. That's not what this channel is about. It's mostly about our finances from my perspective. So I try to like give him his own privacy and not talk about like him specifically, but there's just some like stuff going on, and it's been a really stressful week. So yeah. And then we are just getting over COVID and in the middle of selling our house, which is having its own drama. So it's just been a really long week, you guys. And I almost didn't film this video, to be honest, because I just didn't even want to do it. But this is important to me, and continuing our financial journey through the tough times is also really important. And that's something that I've learned a lot over the last 3 years of being on a debt-free journey and now on this financial freedom journey, is that even in the tough times, you just have to buckle down and try your best to still do financial moves, even if they're not what you thought or what you ideally would want. So I'm sorry to start this video on a somber note, but I just, wanted to throw that out there, especially and like on top of all the stuff going on in my personal life. Like, the state of the world right now is scary, and it has been weighing really heavy on me lately. And I feel like ever since I became a mom, things like that just weigh heavier on me. It's depressing, honestly. And so let's just go ahead and get into it on a little bit of a brighter note. We are still making financial moves this week. They're lower than I expected. Not super thrilled about that, but it is what it is. We do have 5 debt-free Fridays in July, so I did know that they were going to be a little bit lower than normal, but let's go ahead. We are working on our house fund right now. I know last week I did ask you guys if you wanted a dedicated video about our house and like the process of selling our house and buying a new house. I will film that. I am gonna wait to film it though until probably honestly until we close, just because I want to be able to give you guys like the holistic, like everything from start to finish. And honestly, I just like don't have a lot to talk about yet because there's still a lot of things that are up in the air. We did accept an offer on our home, I will tell you guys that. So we're kind of working through that. But obviously, if you guys have ever sold a home before, there's a lot of steps that come before you actually close. So we're kind of in the mix of that. And I want to just be able to do one dedicated video, like a sit down talking video with you guys about the updates and everything. So I will do that. But probably not super soon. It just depends on what happens with that. So I will definitely do that, but it'll be a little bit later than I probably initially expected, just because we're still like waiting on things to happen with this house, and it's really just honestly up in the air right now. So, and there's nothing that's like finalized. We obviously haven't closed yet, so things can happen, and I just don't want to film a video and then like it be like outdated in like 2 days, if that makes sense. So I will film it, but yes, that's my update. We do have an accepted offer, which is amazing. But again, like that kind of means nothing because, you know, like deals fall through and, you know, I don't know. So that's my mini update, but I will film that video for you guys. And if you do have any specific questions, I will probably put a call for questions before I film it. So watch out for that on Instagram and on the community tab on YouTube. I will probably post on both asking if you guys have questions about the process and all that. So let's go ahead and get started. So weekly starting for our house fund. Again, our goal is $25,000, but I keep talking about this. I don't know if we're going to even get close to that or what we're going to do with this goal going forward. We're kind of just trying to put as much as we can every single week towards it, and the amount is really doesn't really matter anymore because we're not going to get there by the time we actually buy a house anyway, but It is what it is. So we started this week at $8,145, which is at 32% of the way to that $25,000. This week we put $350 into our savings, and that leaves us with a ending of $8,495. And that leaves our left to save for our house fund at $16,505. Again, I don't know if we're going to continue this goal or not once we do officially sell and buy a new house, but we will kind of take it from there and see what we want to do with that. So Roth IRA, our goal is $6,000. That is to max out my Roth IRA for the year. We started this week at $815. We put in $25. And that leaves us with $840. Again, these amounts are small because we had less income this week. And yeah, we are also splitting our income over the 5 weeks. So yeah, it's kind of, not as exciting, but it's okay. So that leaves us with $5,160. And that was at, 13%. And now we're at 14%. So just moving up a little bit at a time. Oh, and I almost also forgot we're at 34%. Sorry, you guys. Again, my brain is like all over the place today. So we're ending at 34% of the way to our house fund and 14% of the way to our Roth IRA. So these are our 2 remaining financial goals for 2022. I do have another goal that I had initially set for $2,000 into our kids' 529 accounts, but as I've said in past videos, that's kind of like a back burner one. It's a goal that we will probably do if we have extra funds at the end of the year, or if we decide we want to abandon the house fund, and then we just switch to that. I'm not sure, but that's not a main financial goal for us. These are really the 2 that we have left. And the other one that we completed is our emergency fund. So if you're new here, we became debt-free in December of 2021. And then we started this year working on our fully funded emergency fund. So now we have that funded and we're working on these 2 goals. Hopefully that makes sense. So for side hustle income this week, I actually have nothing. And I think that is honestly one of the first times I've ever not had any side hustle income. I almost always have something, even if it's, $3 from Etsy or something random, but we just didn't have anything this week. So that's okay. Again, it's been a rough month and it's only the 8th. So I'm trying to just give myself grace because I was kind of beating myself up this morning when I was looking at these numbers and I was just I did nothing. I just was beating myself up. But honestly, you guys, it's okay. Not every week is going to be a good week. Not every week is going to be a good week mentally and financially. So we're just going to pick up. We're going to move on. We're going to hope for a better week next week. And let me go ahead and color in my trackers and then I will come back to close out the video. All right, I am so excited looking at these. This just made me so happy to finish out a line on our house fund, and our Roth IRA chart is filling up really nicely as well. Again, I do sell these in my Etsy shop, so if you guys are interested in either of these, go check that out. The Roth IRA Printable actually has 2 different versions. So there's this version, which is random amounts, and then there's the other version, which is $117. So it breaks it out by 52 weeks, and then it gives you a same amount every single week. So if you guys are interested, again, I will always put the link in the bio down below, but I'm so excited. We're doing really good. I'm hoping in the next couple of months, we'll start to probably double or triple up on the Roth IRA icons just so that we can finish it by year end. Even though technically we do have until April to finish the 2022 Roth IRA, I would really like to finish it in the year 2022. So we will see what happens with that, but I'm really excited with our progress and I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. I hope you had a great week and I will talk to you guys on Tuesday. Bye guys.